Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Jane Live on a Thursday. We're discussing miracle medicine, and today we're launching straight into how to beat the side effects from the injection. I've had numerous people come in, people phone me, people email me to get to the bottom of their feeling terrible, not themselves. The heart's affected, the lungs are affected, the brain's affected, confusion, memory, brain fog, stamina, energy levels, infections, inflammation, chronic fatigue, pain. So these are all symptoms that people come in with that could possibly be associated post-COVID and post the injection. So let's have a look at this. I've put together what we do, and it's very holistic, and it deals with most of the elements associated with that injection. So I'm going to just load my slides. Get a preview there for you. I don't intend to be very long today, so those of you that are joining us, thank you so much. It's always an honor and a privilege to have you join. Let's cut to the chase quickly, and let's get to what we need to do so that we can all start on a long-term health and well-being program that we know is natural, that we know is restorative. It's going to restore the genes, health, happiness, and harmony within the body. And here we go. This is the two options that I've got available. Those of you who definitely want to start the new program, detoxify themselves, it might not even be from this vaccination. It might even be from childhood vaccinations. So that's fine. We'll deal with it. We've got two options, including a 10-minute consultation. Option A is 4,000 Rand. Option B is 4,500. That would be for a month or more of products. And this we've seen time and time again to clear the blood, and we measure it with the quantum QUEXED. We measure it with live blood analysis, and you're welcome to avail yourself to those programs too. So the massive, mighty role of oxygen, either in the form of capsules, magnesium dioxide, or in the form of the oxymineral drops, the cell vitality oxymineral drops, they are going to flush the body with oxygen. Oxygen knows what to clean. That is why we breathe. Every breath in is a detoxification breath. We think it's air. We think we need air. We do, but we need detoxification. And every breath does it. Those people that are breathing so shallow are not clearing toxins. So what happens is you start to accumulate. When we've had the introduction of a large amount of toxins into the body, we have to bring in a large amount of oxygen to help the body clear. Also, many of the toxins introduced to the body are not necessarily natural, which means that our normal immune system isn't wired to find them. So we bring in a product called the replica RNA DNA, and this knocks on the door and says to the immune system, please go and find. We've identified there's certain things. These are bacterial cell wall fragments, highly intelligent, know what they're doing, and help the body heal, boost immunity, and restore health and well-being. So the oxygen is a crucial and vital role. And the choice is yours there, whether you're wanting to use the capsules or the cell vitality. Whichever way you do it, there's going to be 3 or 4 doses a day. And there's going to be rapid detoxification. Have to bring that in because oxygen knows no boundaries. What it does, it removes every particle, piece of material, toxin in the body that's not natural. That's why we love it, because it works with the body. And it's as dangerous as a breath of air, which is not dangerous. All right, and then the microbiome reset is absolutely imperative because here we're bringing in immunity. We're bringing in the beneficial bacteria, fungi, and yeasts that have been knocked out. And these we need to build the colonies in the gut. Hippocrates said all disease starts in the gut, but we need to build the microbiome here to ward off infection. And then also know that when there's when there's a parasitic invasion, the microbes are called as well as the white blood cells. So it's the other 50% of the immune system. So we have to bring in a large amount of these microbes, which we would usually do 4 times a day. When you eat and at nighttime, about a tablespoonful. Essential for healing. They will also scavenge unwanted microorganisms, pathogens in the body, and heal the gut. At the end of the day, we're 90% microbial. So it makes perfect sense to introduce what we need. And remember our genetics. We are 99%. Our genes, 99% come from microbes. 1% is our own. The color of our eyes, our hair, our height, etc. So therefore, we need these microbes to re-imprint our blueprint genetic code. And it's the intelligent microbes. They are absolutely beautiful under the microscope. They hold their steady, stable point, the central point, as opposed to parasites that whiz all over the slide. These parasites hold their steady state. It's just too incredible. And they come in all shapes and sizes. And those of you who've watched many of my programs know and have seen them. All right. So essential. And in the microbiome reset, we have 80 to 120 live strains and substrains. We do not talk about colony forming units. That's old. That's for products that have to get kept in the cold chain, because they might die. And we don't have that. These are constantly in virtual reality, adapting to what you need, what's needed for humanity, the earth, etc. They're in direct contact with evolution and what needs to happen. Flaxseed oil is equally important because often parasites, toxins that are injected or breathed in on us are damage. Blood vessels, they damage the gut, they damage the lungs, the lining of the lungs, the lining of the gut. So we need to, in addition to the probiotic, bring a flaxseed oil to line the lungs and line the gut so that the bacteriophages can live in the lung tissue and ward off infection. So we need to really bolster the immunity. Flaxseed oil does 101 things, but that's one of the things it does very well. It creates an electrical potential for the transfer of oxygen and nutrients into the blood and into the cell. So to repair anybody, we need that. In addition to the omegas that it has and the essential oils. Essential means we don't make it. So the microbiome reset and the flaxseed oil we don't make. Then we start bringing in the herbal para-immune defense. This is a wonderful program that I put formulation that I put together, especially geared to deal with the top bacteria, funguses, yeasts, and viruses. And that means we are coming in with the top herbal preparations in the world, and there's no shape shifting because these organisms are clever and they do that. If you give an antifungal, the funguses retract to the middle and they put the bacteria out there on the fence. So you can't get the fungus. So we have put together in this formula a preparation where no shape shifting can happen. Everything gets nailed. We take between 4 and 8 a day in 1 or 2 divided doses before we start the oxygen treatment. Remember, oxidation is an oxidation process. It's not an antioxidant. So we never put the herbs, the vitamin C's together with the oxygen because they will neutralize. So this one would be taken 2 hours before or after oxygen. Absolutely critical, absolutely essential, and it works and potentiates the oxygen. Then we will bring in the replica RNA DNA, and this is crucial because these are the bacterial cell wall fragments. They have the 5 major proteins of the body: uracil, adenine, guanine, thymine, and cytosine. And they are the building blocks of the entire proteins required in the body. They will make and shape into whichever proteins the body needs automatically as the body needs it. That's why I love it, because why? Immunity is built on proteins, enzymes. hormones, neurotransmitters, all protein-based. Immunoglobulins, all protein-based. Therefore, that's serving that purpose. On top of it, as I said earlier, it knocks on the door and warns our immune system to go and find these particles, these unknowns that should not be in the body. So it boosts our immune system. They use it in the top cancer clinics around the world, especially America. So we have it, and we have it freely available, and it's a wonder product because every single cell division thereafter is perfect. So we've got the oxygen and everything working and kicking off the spike protein, and then we've got the building blocks to restore the genetic code. This is all about restoring the genetic code, by the way, because when it's damaged, you have a predisposition for disease. Fact. So we've got to restore the code. Then the stem cells are equally important because damage has been done. So a stem cell, by its nature and origination, will shapeshift into the most required cell for a group of tissue that needs to be rebuilt. So where tissue's been eaten away, the lungs, the heart, the vessels, the blood even, stem cells are called for. So let's give the building blocks. In addition to the replica RNA, DNA, we give the top adult plant-based stem cell forming plants, namely the royal jelly, the blue-green algae, the cordyceps, the lion's mane, and photo. Those are the top plant-based adult stem cell forming plants, nutrients. So we bring this in, and then the body can start repairing again on another level, a deeper level. Wonderful. Then we start looking at other detoxification here. While the parasites are mostly done by the para-immune, we've also, remember, got environmental chemical toxins and heavy metals. And the EnviroDetox herbal will clear those for us. And that's got a whole host of herbs as well. And very important, and here again, I would do 4 a day. 2 in the morning, 2 at night. If you wanted to, you could do that as well. And really keep a high dose for about a month. And then when you measure and you see all the levels are coming down, the body's normalizing, your energy levels are coming up, you could go to half of that. And stay on that as a maintenance for at least 3 or 4 months so that you know you're absolutely cleared. Because you don't want to half clear the things and only feel half better. You want to feel 100% better and really restore your health and well-being. We want everybody to think clearly and live productively in all areas of their lives. And we do have a choice for this. 365 days a year, we have a choice. So I'm very in on all of this. I'm very focused on holistic restoration of health and well-being and emotional well-being in particular. So we want to be well-beings and happy and living in harmony with nature and our environment and the cosmos. So those are nice, lovely detoxes. There's other strange things that I see on the microscope. I don't know all about them, but I see them and I see them growing and things. So we want to also clear the body of these. And this is where we bring in the glutathione, which is vitamin C on steroids, if you like. It's the master antioxidant. And it really puts pay to structures that are in the blood that are starting to grow. Nattokinase is a very specialized, very effective, highly effective enzyme. And it comes from the soya bean, although the soya bean's no longer there anymore. It's the enzyme that's produced. Soy is washed off, for example. So that nattokinase is highly effective. There's only really one incident where you need to be aware, and that is if your blood is too thin or if you are on blood anticoagulants, because the nattokinase will, by nature, naturally keep the blood thin, and you don't want to add to that. That's the only real proviso. So nattokinase we would do, and the glutathione and the bromelain we would do twice a day, a capsule in the morning and a capsule in the evening. And these doses are already organized in the capsules. And the bromelain is also an enzyme. So we're really coming at this. I've studied the blood so many times under the microscope and seeing all these things. Those of you who are on my groups have seen the pictures that I've posted so many times. Here, everybody, is the way to get well. I would like to add DMSO to this as well, plant tree sap. All the information is on my website. Just type in the search bar DMSO and you'll get a load of information. I want to add that to this because the DMSO will take everything deeper into the cells, dimethyl sulfoxide. And we will take the dimethyl sulfoxide with the oxygen 3-4 times a day as well, like say, for example, 10 drops in water, 3 to 4 times a day. So this is really, I think, something that sews it up. We're using nature. We're using everything in balance. We're not giving the body any excess. We're bringing in natural oxygen to help detoxify. The body will then from there sort out its own hydrogen levels, its own oxygen levels, its own sulfur levels, its own everything else levels without us having to do anything. So what I like to do is work with the intelligence of nature and the intelligence of the body, the innate intelligence of the body to heal. Give it the building block nutrients and let it heal. I could also add to the zeolite, which I think is a wonderful adjunct because it works magnetically to absorb toxins and also clean the body and the blood. So let's add DMSO to this list and zeolite. And we've really then got a wonderful, wonderful cleansing system to restore people to health and well-being. And obviously, you want to also watch your diet. You would not introduce sugar because parasites love it. It reduces the movement of the white blood cells. In fact, sugar will stop the movement of a white blood cell for half an hour. And who wants that when you're trying to cleanse? So we don't introduce cane sugar at all. Heated oils, because they line the blood, they make the blood thick, they make clots, and then you can't carry food and oxygen to the cells to repair them, and you can't take the waste out of the cells. So you wouldn't want to heat the oil, eat any heated oil. Cold pressed oil on food that's water stir fried or steamed. When it's cooled down, those who do eat meat, then you would grill or brown the meat, get all the oil off. So we don't want fat lying around anyway. Those of you who've seen their blood on my microscope will see the parasites that live in the heated oil, the neutral fat, the cholesterol, the triglycerides, literally the pools of oil. It forms clots. DMSO will help declot the blood too. We call it the declot shots. And oxygen is also helping the blood to be naturally streamlined and flow through. If there is a plaque on the vessels, we need to cleanse that. We've got a decalcification flush, and then that will open the vessel to its normal size so that the blood can flow again. Normally, optimally, maximizing your health. So that's another product I've mentioned now, the decalcification flush, should there be plaque on the arteries. And then, we also want to make sure that the protein is getting digested, because otherwise you get protein fibers in the blood, which also block flow, which also create clotting. So you would use the nattokinase, the bromelain, digestive enzymes eaten not at the same time as food, because otherwise they'll digest your food very well, but we want them to go and clean the blood. And honestly, within a week, the blood looks better. Within 2 weeks, it's even better. By the time a month comes, you cannot recognize that it's the same person's blood anymore. The red blood cells are beautiful. They've got a zeta potential. They're holding each other apart how they should be. They're not touching because they're now electrically charged, and they're able to do their job. The red blood cells, the white blood cells, the platelets, the immunoglobulins, the beta cells, the T cells, the NKF cells, all ready to boost immunity and take your health and well-being to the next level. So I really urge you to avail yourself to a 10-minute consultation with me, book by email, or send me a WhatsApp. I'll put the email in the chat just now, and go to the website as well. We've also got some special sale items that save 15%. Some of those items I've mentioned there are on sale. And email me for your long-term program. The 10-minute consultation, as I said, is there for me to absolutely check any early warning systems, anything that I need to know, and just to have you welcomed and on board, and know that I'm available should you need any assistance. And I will also know if there's chronic disease underlying what we're about to do, and then I can guide you with your dosage a bit more carefully. So we've had really, really, really many people who have succeeded, cleared, moved on. We've had many people they've come for 1 or 2 treatments and they've left it. We've got venous collapse, artery and vein collapsing, degeneration. We put the IV in and the veins collapse. So our third option would be to book a set of 3 IV O2 maximizer drips with us. They're 3 hours long, or just allow 3 hours. It could be 2 hours, but we do a whole liter of oxygen, a liter, and we slowly infuse that into the blood. And again, if you have a look at the blood before this and after it, you cannot believe the difference. These oxygen drips are miracles. On another level, sometimes we carry people in, they've got a sore tumor, etc., and they literally walk out. So there's really, really huge, intense detoxification that occurs with the oxygen drips. It gets right into the deep, deep tissue and cells, which is what we need to clear out any problems, toxins. And then again, after those 3, we've got them on a special. So instead of 1,650, it will be 1,350 each if you book 3. And then, you can avail yourself to have a live blood assessment or quantum assessment to know where you are, how much has come out. So those are good ways of effectively dealing with this. And just to go through those prices again, the option A with the cell oxygen capsules with all that whole list of products is 4,000 Rand. That's inclusive of that and a 10-minute consultation. The option B is with the cell vitality oxygen drops. That's 4,500 with a 10-minute consultation. And then the oxygen drips, if you book 3, that's 1,350 each. So you're saving 300 Rand per drip by booking 3, but that's what you're going to need to do to cleanse the blood. So happy choosing, and we've got fantastic drip clinic. We've got many, many rooms now. I've enlarged it. We're going to be having our welcoming opening ceremony in about 3-4 weeks. So I'll keep you posted on that. I'm very, very excited about this. This is where we look at chronic disease and degeneration and post-infection jabs and stuff like that. So, and it was specially designed for this. So we've got lots to share and lots more to go. It's always an honor and a privilege to have you join me on a Thursday. And, thank you for your questions. Thank you for coming in to see me in the practice, because it gives me an idea of what needs to be shared out there. And nobody owns any information. It's shared anyway. So let's share it. And please send your people to me. They can email, they can WhatsApp. I'm going to put it in the chat right now for you. And I'm just seeing everybody who's here. Let me get to that chat where it is. Here it is here. And that'll be www.365healthybychoice.com. That's the website. The info at 365healthybychoice.com. That's info at 365healthybychoice.com. That's the email to email me, and to WhatsApp me +27 8345 6208. Let's make sure I get that right. +27 8345 6208. So you can WhatsApp, text me, or email me with your symptoms, what's happening. We'll book a time for a 10-minute free consultation. If you want more, you're welcome to pay for more. Just go also onto the website, go to center bookings, and you can book a half an hour or an hour, whatever you feel you might need. And we can do that in person or virtually, because my company's global. It's 24/7 automatic link up, and we'll get to, what the root causes are, in less than 5-10 minutes. We'll know what they are, and we'll know what to do about it. So thank you very much. I wish you well, and you've made a list of the products. So I look forward to many people healing, self-transforming. Okay, best of luck.